Hello everyone, this is Mr. G and I welcome you to week 3. This week's Noteflight assignment is actually fairly straightforward, where we are going to be using all of the available note durations to intentionally add rhythm to our compositions. Now, many, if not all of you, have already done this in the previous week's Noteflight assignment, but if you have completed the musictheory.net lessons and have completed the quiz that is associated with those lessons, you should have a good grasp on what those note durations mean. But if you don't, I'm going to give you another brief rundown in this video. So we are on the noteflight.com page. Go ahead and sign in like I'm doing here. Then once you are logged in, you're going to have to create a new assignment, but I've already got one created here for demonstration, so I'm just going to click that. We're going to delete the previous changes just so that we can start fresh. When you're here, I've already got mine titled Week 3 Walkthrough. It's a mouthful, but you should change the title to include the word rhythm. So we're going to change this, in my case, to Mr. G's Rhythm Demo. And for the composer name, again, you should use your full name, but it's okay if you use a nickname as well. I'm going to continue using G Money, and if you're wondering why that is, check out last week's Noteflight video, or just ask me, and I'll be happy to tell you. So we've got some measures here. Now, we need to use 4 beats worth of each of these note values here. 4 beats of whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, eighth notes, and 16th notes. Why 4 beats in particular? Well, it's because of the time signature here. The 4/4 means that each measure, each of these, has to have 4 quarter notes worth of rhythm in them. Another way of saying that is that each measure needs to have this many of these types of notes. So to input a note, again, you make sure that the gray note head appears following your mouse cursor, that it also appears behind the blinking vertical cursor, and then you just go ahead and click. Once you have your note in Noteflight and it's highlighted orange, then you need to go up here to the duration section and then click on the duration you want. I want a whole note, so I just click on whole note, and you see it changes like that. Next step is to create some half notes. So again, it turns into the duration you selected before, but if it's highlighted orange, you can just simply go up here and click the duration you want. That will hold for the next note that you enter as well. So you just enter another whole note, half note, excuse me. Next measure, we're going to need some quarter notes. Measure after that, we're going to need some, make that a quarter note again. For the next measure, we're going to need some eighth notes. And notice Noteflight automatically adds measures for you. That's very, very handy. I'll also go over how to add measures in case you need them. But as I'm doing this, I hope you are seeing a pattern emerge. And then once I finish entering this bar, this measure full of 4 beats worth of 16th notes, I will go over that pattern. Okay, so the breakdown about why this is the case. A whole note in music has 4 beats already. Half of a whole note is a half note, and each of these has 2 beats. That's why there's 2 of them. A quarter note divides the measure evenly into 4, and that's why there are 4 of those. Each quarter note is worth 2 eighth notes. That's why there are 8 of those. And each eighth note divided in half is 1/16. So that's why there are 16 of these in one measure. And hopefully if it's not blatantly obvious by now, that is the pattern. Each of these is one beat. Each of these quarter notes is one beat. Each of these eighth notes, each group of 2 eighth notes is one beat. Each group of 4 16th notes is one beat. I plan on doing another video that breaks this down even further, so stay tuned for that. But like I promised, I'm also going to show you how to add and subtract measures in Noteflight. So once you have a measure selected, this gray rectangle will appear above. The plus allows you to add a measure either after or before the highlighted measure, or you can simply remove the measure completely by clicking the minus button. And once you have 4 beats worth of each of these types of note durations, you're ready to share your composition. So go ahead and click share. Click share again. Make sure that this is marked to anyone with a link, and then this is marked as can view. Go down to copy link, and as soon as you see the copied, you are ready to share your composition. Then click save. Go back to Blackboard. Click on the assignment title. Scroll down to add comments and then paste the link into the box. Then click submit. And with that, you are done week 3's Noteflight assignment. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to get in touch with me at any time. You always have my ear. Music be with you.